try this out. Good morning, everybody. It's as you'll notice, I can't look directly into the camera because I am driving. I think I've done a couple of videos like this where I was like driving. Either the last video that I did, I think, was while I was driving. I just came from a run, but this time I'll be taking you to the office with me. Probably with the title that I'll be using, you will have an idea what was the result of my first attempt on the CCIE version 5 lab exam. So yeah, so obviously I didn't get it, but as I've been promising my subscribers and for those people who have just found my video, oh, by the way, welcome to you guys. Thank you for spending some time with me, whether you're like walking or just in the middle of your studies. So it's been more than a week now since I took my exam. It was May 25th. It was a Thursday, so I took my exam in Sydney. So basically, I arrived in Sydney the day before that because I don't want to get stressed with traffic. Arrived Wednesday noontime. Got myself situated. Even got lost because I was chatting with my driver and we missed the turn, and that's all good. So I made sure that whenever I would take an exam, well, this is actually the first time I took an exam that's really far from me. Normally, if I take like all my written exams, the CCNP, CCNA, I took them Pearson VUE testing centers are everywhere, right? So for the Cisco exam, I just have to fly down to Sydney, and I chose a place where I can just walk from to and from the testing center. So I was there Wednesday, sussed the place around, arrive around 3 o'clock, then again, once I've situated, sussed the place around, timed myself how long it will take me to walk from the hotel all the way to the testing area. It was cold. Did not expect that. Well, I should have learned my lesson. It's always colder in Sydney compared to Brisbane. Then yeah, the night before the exam, I was just watching a few videos. I was doing IP Expert, looked through my flashcards, but to be honest with you, there wasn't any feeling of nervousness. I was fine. Actually, I was excited, not really nervous. I was so looking forward taking the exam, so I slept early. Well, whenever I'm in a new place, I always find it hard to sleep. So again, well, not again, but I'm not using that as an excuse why I failed the exam. But yeah, normally if I'm in a new place, the first night is always horrible. So I tried going to bed as early as 8 o'clock because I know that will happen. Then I couldn't sleep. I was always up almost every 2 hours until the next day. Woke up at around 6 o'clock. The hotel said it would be serving breakfast. Look at their, so I went to their buffet. Wasn't really happy with what they were serving. So I said, if I'm going to go through like an 8-hour exam, or for the first, I won't get anything until lunch, might as well eat something that's really good. So got myself some good breakfast. Then 8 o'clock I was there. 5 minutes before 8 I was already there. Went to the 3rd floor, and it was funny because, like I said, I was so excited. I was smiling. Went to the, was it on the 3rd floor? I don't remember anymore. Went to the 3rd floor, and the receptionist said, oh, you can just go to the cafe. There's like other guys there waiting for the proctor. So I was there. So like 5 serious guys, and me being jolly, immediately approached one of the guys and he was just staring at me. And he said, I introduced myself, and I said, hi, my name is Dylan, and what's your exam for today? And he gave me this look as if like, let me guess. Well, he did actually say, let me guess, this is your first time to take your exam. I said, yeah. And you? And he said, oh, this is my 2nd time. And so apparently most of the guys there, I think I was the only person who was taking their exam for the first time. But yeah, I was so excited. And I asked him, so when was the last time you took your exam? Oh, a month ago. Alright. So he was just so determined to give it a go again. I think there were like 6 guys during my exam. 4 were routing and switching. There was 1 for service provider and another 1 for collaboration. So I was there. Proctor arrived a bit late, but that's fine. Had the chance to chat with some of the guys in the routing and switching. And they were even telling me, because there were 2 of the guys there, they both took it was their 2nd attempt, and they both took their exam a month ago. And they were like talking about what it felt like during the first time. And they were telling me, I think you shouldn't be listening to us, or either you should be listening to us and learn from our mistakes, or don't listen to us, because it might just influence you. And I said, no, I'm fine. Proctor arrived. The usual chit-chat procedure. And contrary to what I've been reading in some blogs or what other people are saying, or maybe I'm just lucky, the proctor was really nice. His name is Roman. He has this Russian accent. A really nice guy. I was able to talk to him during lunchtime, and it was really nice guy. You can see that he's really. All I can say is I think you can approach him. I never get the chance to ask for assistance because I didn't really need any. So he would give you like the things that you should do and things that you shouldn't do, and he even told us good luck. And he said, I think it's a good day. It was a beautiful day. He said, I think this is a beautiful day to pass the exam. Then he led us to the area where we all have our pods, and it has papers on it with our names on. And I knew from the very beginning that the first 30 minutes or an hour, it would dictate what the rest of the exam would be like for me. So that's what happened to me. So click begin exam, and of course I'm not gonna tell you what actually came out. as if I would remember all of them. Yeah, I would remember some of it, but I think for me it was more the learning experience, or the takeaway. My takeaway from the experience is that I wasn't prepared for how massive it was. I knew it was massive, but I did not expect it to be that massive. It was larger than D&E full labs. I should have paid more attention to, what guys from other forums were saying about their experience. They were looking at 50, 60 routers. Again, this is not an excuse for me. I'm just telling it as it is. My computer wasn't powerful enough to spin up that much routers, which I think I will really need to do an upgrade, probably do start using viral. So troubleshooting was okay. Like I said, I wasn't nervous, but when I get there, like, I got this then there would be so many problems there or items there, like, no, I don't get it, wait, I got it. But when I checked this is what you need to accomplish, I got connectivity, but the trace route wasn't the one that they were expecting. Like, no, I don't get it. So that got me stuck. The next thing I knew, I was already using the optional 30 minutes from my troubleshooting, and that's where I panicked. So it got the best of me. I panicked, and I knew from the first 2 hours to the first 2.5 hours what the result of my lab exam was going to be. You can definitely feel it. The diagnostic was fine. It was just like everything that they said, or everything that I've heard from the forums, or what Yusuf mentioned during his Cisco Live presentation in Melbourne this year. Yeah, it was all there. Not the exact questions, but what's the format, what is expected and all that. So diagnostics, it's basically like the written exam. You have like 30 minutes. They're gonna give you scenarios and what's the best answer. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I was done with it within 15-20 minutes, because if your brain was like racing for 2.5 hours, the diagnostic section would be just fine, because everything is just provided for you. So this is the email, this is the packet capture, this is the they have different. You'll be given enough information to be able to answer the questions. Then we immediately went for configuration. Again, I got overwhelmed with configuration, I will admit. It was just huge, too huge for me, that I failed to discipline myself to stick to the plan. Like, I type fast, but the thing is, you need to have a strategy. I think for troubleshooting as well, you need to have the strategy, but I failed. I panicked so badly, and I would shamelessly admit that I really panicked during, I've been saying it ever since already. Like, the experience is not, aside from learning the gaps that I need to work on for myself, it's more like the psychological thing as well. Like, do not panic when you don't get it on your first go. Have the discipline that if you cannot get it for the first 10 minutes, just go back. No matter how much I tried, when panic sets in, or when something else is running on your mind, it just, it's probably one of the things that you should be expecting once you take your lab. It's easier said than done. Well, that's for me. I already have like the game plan. Okay, so for config, read all the questions first. Then once you've read all the questions, then you plan it. That was my original plan. I was thinking, okay, so based from what the others who have passed, this is what they've done. They've read the entire questions, and some of them spend like 30 minutes just going through each question. Then they plan out how to execute it. You know, they were not doing it by like step by step, like layer 2 or section by section, like layer 2, then their layer 3, their IGP, their MPLS, their VPN. Well, VPN is MPLS. And that was my plan. Then everything just went out the window once I started sitting there, and I just executed section by section, which wasn't the plan. Hence the result. So I finished the lab exam, stepped out of the building. I was such in shock to the point that there were like 3 doors, I think, just to reach the elevator. I don't remember. Went out of the building. I immediately called my wife. I told her what happened. I was such in a state of shock that I only realized that I forgot my jumper or my jacket, because I started to feel cold. oh man, I just stepped out of the room, not even checking my jacket. So I had to go back up. But you know, it sucked for the first 30 to 45 minutes. But I just realized that I just made my first attempt, and it was alright. And I noticed I'm smiling now. There's this huge, I felt like this big rock was like on my shoulder that got lifted off. It's not saying that the CCIE lab exam was a burden to me. It was actually a good burden, to be honest with you. It did not deter me from taking it again. It wasn't discouraging. In fact, all the more I'm encouraged to go at it again. But this time, because of the lessons that I've learned, I need to add more things to what I'm currently doing. But definitely, the plan for me right now is just to rest. I'm still studying, actually. I'm still doing my reading, going through everything again, but more on an easier pace. I think for a month and a couple of because I have an upcoming trip happening in August. Then after that I'm gonna go for another I'm gonna go at it again. We'll be doing more labs. If I'm going to be honest with myself, I really think I need to work on my troubleshooting skills. With the configuration it was fine, but it just affects you when your first 2 hours it's not looking good. Your brain will trick you. This little voice telling you, like, what's the point of continuing this if you know how this is being graded? Yeah. So, but anyway, it's already 20 minutes, so I hope you learned something there. Or I know a lot of people would want to watch people passing the exam, the CCIE lab exam, and would want to learn how they did it, what they've done to actually get the coveted number. But for me, like I said before taking the exam, regardless if I pass or fail, I will share my experience, and yeah, I'll keep you posted, guys. I promise you I'll give it a go. I have another 18 months to go at it. I will just trick my mind. No, I won't trick my mind. My story reminded me of Anthony Sequeira's story when he took his CCIE exam years ago. He said he felt like it annihilated him, and that was my feeling. So the thing is, you know, you just have to, don't be discouraged. Just like what Les Brown said, a setback is sometimes, or it is a setup for a comeback. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know it's been a long video. I really appreciate it if you've reached this far of the video. If this is your first time, you know, and if you like the videos, if you like the content, subscribe. I'll be posting more videos. I'm thinking of posting like how-tos now that I have more time. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. There's like other videos in the channel. If I'm going to be honest with you, this video is, I don't intend to be famous or anything. This is basically for me and for you guys. Serve as an inspiration for those people who are also getting into the certification journey. Let's do it all together. Have a good day, whatever time it is on wherever you're watching, and keep on studying, guys.